This is a 2018 FZ25. Over here we have the owner, and we're going to take a real life review on the bike. How good is it, and why did he select this over the competition? So over to you.
Yeah, I'm Mirzan. I purchased this bike just recently on second hand, and I like this bike with the power to weight ratio. Its durability, its parts are very good, steady, and reliable, and it's a nice tourer bike.
Okay, you purchased it second hand. So what were your other considerations apart from the FZ?
FZ, and I was considering Pulsar 220, DTSI, and Domina. But Domina and Pulsar 220 didn't match the price ratio. I found this bike very decent, good enough power and reliability, and very less driven.
Okay, so at how many kilometers was the bike already driven when you had purchased it? 60.
60,400.
And you have covered approximately 18,500. So this is just like a month old as of now. 2,500 kilometers already. Okay, so have you taken for any long rides?
Yes, I've just gone recently to Statue of Unity, and it was a fun ride.
What is the cruising speed of this particular bike?
100, 110.
That you can. I mean, it's comfortable enough
Yeah, it's comfortable enough.
without.
No more than that, but cruising can do non-stop 100, 110.
Okay,
Without any vibrations.
without vibrations. That's what it's important. So the vibrations start creeping up after 110.
After 110.
Okay.
Very slight, minute. I've taken this beast around 120, 130 max.
Huh.
Still, it had enough RPM to go 150. But I did not stretch because there was.
Okay, 150 is a bit of a stretch, but okay, 120, 130 I can still believe.
There was a lot of RPM also left.
Okay,
A lot of RPM left.
so basically you've taken this bike as per the speedo indicated 130 so far. Okay, with reference to your previous bikes, you had Yamaha's.
Every.
So before the Yamaha, you had the Gladiator. Okay, so you basically stuck with. You stuck with the Yamaha brand. Okay, that's good. What's the average that you get?
Average in this bike 30 max.
And 30 is on the highway. So in the city, how much do you expect?
25.
20, 25.
Depending upon the traffic and how you ride.
Okay. Okay, so what I've noticed is you have these aux lights as well.
Mad Dog.
Okay, how much did you purchase them for?
5K. The whole set. Means the wiring and fitting and all.
Okay, and this has a spotlight as well as a wide angle light.
And I have one more pair of glass for
Okay.
fog. The green one, the yellow one.
Okay, the yellow one for fog.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. And I'm assuming, I mean, the common complaint is the main headlight is not powerful enough. So that's your same opinion.
And that's
Okay.
But in city it's quite decent. On highway you require the
Okay, and obviously this is a wind deflector, so that does come to help to a certain extent.
Quite.
Any other modifications you've done?
Mobile stand and my regular spark plug. I've changed. Gradient spark plug.
Radium. Air filter, everything is stock.
Yes, everything is stock.
Have you taken a pillion on this bike?
No, not really.
So you
I've taken it in the city, but not on the highway.
and I'm assuming because of the bottom end torque, you can like go on fifth gear, say at a speed of 40 as well.
Yes.
So not much gear shifting. Okay, so I think that's about it. Anything specific you'd like to speak about this bike?
Only thing is like in this ABS thing. That was I've done. It's been icing on the cake.
Okay, you've not purchased the ABS model. It is available in ABS, but this is not the ABS model. And how much had you purchased this bike for?
70.
So you got a 250cc Yamaha reliable bike in 70,000, which is pretty decent. Okay, so no complaints, I'm assuming, apart from the headlight. And in terms of maintenance, how expensive is it to maintain?
Now I'm thinking the guy who said purchase is saying he keeps only adds only the synthetic oil. So I am also planning to continue the same thing.
Okay, all the parts are intact,
All
obviously.
right.
Okay, that's about it. Thank you. So I've ridden this bike, obviously not extensively, but I had an opportunity to ride it for a day. And according to me, obviously, the aux lights are required. The riding position also is pretty decent. It's a little too sporty for me since I own a Scrambler, but I feel it's just perfect enough. This I feel is more for a visual sake. It does not reflect much of air. For a second-hand 70,000 rupees machine, I feel this is a pretty decent purchase. But obviously, if you consider 2020 with the liquid cooled Dominar, the Suzuki Gixxer 250, I feel this bike is a bit dated. But again, for people who have purchased Yamahas and are pretty stuck with the brand thanks to its quality, I feel it's still a decent bike. But I think Yamaha needs to up its game considerably, considering today's competition. So, apart from that, I do agree with the owner with rest of the bike's features, and it's a good enough bike as he mentioned. Obviously, 150 kilometers, I'm pretty sure is a bit of a stretch in terms of the top speed. I feel the top speed achievable would be 130, 135 max, but I have taken this on the highway as well, approximately 115, 120 kilometers, yes. Considering this engine is smooth, you don't feel the strain, you can cruise at that particular speed. Suspension is pretty planted, it's not too soft, not too hard either. The rear thick wheels does benefit during cornering. This bike does lack ABS, so that is one consideration, but obviously now the 2021 bikes do come with ABS. And yeah, I think that's about it. That's to sum this brief review. Thank you.